Welcome back. Going to standard level 3. 2 mimics. Diagonal down right is a mimic? Sure. Box on the left is a mimic. Oh. Up right isn't a mimic. Cause there is a mimic here, I think that these should be all right. There is no mimic in the red box. Well, that's a lie. Fantastic. There is no mimic in the red box. That's true. Up left is a mimic. False. And then it's one of you two. And I think... Well, that's... I need to stop using I think. Because of all the other innocent ones, by process of elimination, we know it has to be the black one there. Let's... Do we have any candies? No. Wasting time eating candies. Box on the left is a mimic. There is no mimic in the red. Top row is at least one mimic. We know that's true. There's a mimic in the blue boxes. Excellent. True, true. Well, that's... There is no mimic in the blue boxes. Okay. You're agreeing with this one. And you have to be lying. I think this is a... Is this a Nisha build? Might be. A little bit of micro. There's a mimic in the black. There's zero mimic in the blue. There is one mimic in the blue. 1, 1, 2. There are 2 mimics hiding in the red. You're lying for sure. That means that it cannot be any of you. And that means you have to be true as well. And you have to be lying. It's quick. Take my candy and I'll be on my way. There's a mimic in the blue. There is one mimic in the red. Top row. There is no mimic in the blue. There's a mimic in the black. False. 2 mimics, 2 mimics. Interesting. There's one mimic hiding in the red. Top row has at least one mimic. Can't necessarily be true. Can it? Yeah, it can. There's a mimic in the black. There's 2 mimics in the black. Because of this, that would say there isn't, so we know that there can only be one. Open. Oh. Is it the puzzles that don't specifically get harder? It's these creatures? I don't think we want to do you at the moment. The best, sell all. We definitely want you. The charm will save us, but I think that slows the run down. I was going to buy food, but I messed up my purchases. 3 mimics. Cool. 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2. So we have 3 on each. Bottom row contains at least 1. Whoops, what did I get wrong? Top row has no mimics. Top row has no mimics. Top row has no mimics. Well, there's 4 of you saying the same thing. So you guys are mimics. Box on the left is a mimic. 1, 2. You have to be true. Top row, you have to be true. Bottom row has at least 1. That's not necessarily true. 3 mimics. Why does this have to be true? Bottom row has at least 1. Upright, because you were disagreeing. These 3? I mean, these 2 have to be right. And are these 2 50-50s? I believe this is a 50-50. Yep, move on. No, Nisha. Let's get our chest and move on. Cabbages do not stand a chance. There is a mimic. There is no mimic. Down left. 3. Okay, so let's say there's a mimic here. Let's just group up. 1, 2, 3. Down left isn't a mimic. There is so you're agreeing with you. There is no mimic in the red. There is a mimic in the red. So that's 1 group. That's 2 groups. Down left for me is a mimic. Upright is a mimic. You're a group. There's a mimic here. There's a mimic here. That means that there is no mimics in the black, because it's not possible for there to be 2 mimics here, which would mean that you are also innocent. I was worried then. You're a mimic. Of course you're true. There is a mimic in the red. And that would leave you 2. Quick the best. Nope. Item here. Fantastic. These little porcupines are doing more damage than I would like. Down we go. Box on the left is a mimic. 1, 2. Top row contains no mimics. You have to be a mimic. Bottom row contains mimics. You are true. Down right from me is a mimic. 1, 2. Bottom row contains no mimics. Why am I doing this? There's a mimic here. I know you're true. And there's a mimic here, which means there's a mimic. Sorry, this one's innocent, which means this one is innocent. Let's open them up. top row has at least one mimic. Of course, you're a mimic. And is there anything... Okay, we know you're a mimic, because there has to be a mimic in the red boxes. What do you have? Attack candy? You have 5 of them. Weapon. Okay, let's just sell all. Let's buy as much of the candies as we can. Let's eat all the candies because we can. Top row contains no mimics. Bottom row, there's a mimic in the red. It's a mimic in the black. Down left is a mimic. 1, 1. Top row, 1, 1. Top row has at least one mimic. Top row has no mimics. That is a group. 2, 2. Do we have... I don't think we have a good... Do we have... We don't have any cookies. I think that's too many things that I cannot solve. Oh. How much damage are you doing? Clear. Clear. Nisha, please. I think we need to close all those. Goodbye. Best. That was not right. Oh, that's me. That's okay. We're the best. I think we use magic right here. I'm in a full heal. We're not in the best condition. This would have been lovely before. Item. We'll use this when we get to our next fight. There's no point using it immediately. There is no mimic in the red. There is a mimic in the red. There's a mimic among the blue. That's true. Box above me isn't a mimic. You are right. You are wrong. Of course, I get a little crystal on the way. It's alright. Listen, there is no mimic in the blue. You have to be wrong because there is. There's a mimic in the black. 1, 2. 2. There's no mimic. There's no mimic. There's no mimic. You have to be right. Oops, almost got myself killed there. Damn, look at us go. Do we fight this? I don't think we do. What is it? 1 candy? Top row contains no mimics. Leftmost, there is a mimic in the black. You are false. You are false. You have... Whoops, misread. The rightmost has no. There is no. Let's see if we can find a group. I don't think we can. There is a mimic in the blue. So one of you has to be a mimic. Top row. Leftmost. This is quite difficult. I do not feel like I can. I don't feel like there's enough to go on here. Group the best. Eat all my candy. Item. Gear. Durable. Not durable. Nisha should help out here. And I feel like that was right because it would have taken us 3 hits with the other one anyway. But I didn't really do the math. Right. There is no mimic in the blue. 1, 2. There's a mimic in the red. There's a mimic in the red. Bottom row contains no. The rightmost column has 1 or more mimics. Let's use another crystal. Box on the right is a mimic. There is no mimic in the black. There is no mimic in the blue. You are wrong. You're a mimic. There is a mimic in the black. You were telling the truth. You were telling the truth. The left column has 1 or more mimics, which is true. There's a mimic in the red, which is true. We know you're a mimic. We know. Cool. Well, damn. Can we? I think we can just. If Nisha does 1 attack here. Yeah, fantastic. Let's listen. Boss on the left. There is 1 mimic hiding in the right. How close are we to the bottom? We're quite close. We can win this with money. Equip the best, sell the rest. I think actually good for me. Yeah, fantastic. And we care about you. Okay, I didn't open enough boxes for you. That's fine. You're the most important. You are also important, I guess. Eat all the candy. And let's move on. I think we win this here. How much damage do you do? Excellent. $41 damage. Item M. And it's done. On a niche. Finishing blow. I wonder where I'll get more points. There was a little bit quicker, right? But I got less points. Maybe if I'm quicker again, I'll get more points. I'm actually not too sure how the point system works. I don't think I've unlocked anything down here yet. I've not. I think it's 6,000 points you need, right? 7,000. Oh, that's confusion. This one's standard, right? Yeah. By clearing the dungeon, certain conditions, special treasures. Should really do those. I'll spend some time figuring out how the point system works. If somebody knows, please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much.